We are on an all-cast evening. Hello.
She recently had a baby. Business said, I found this in my fridge. I think I'm tired. So looks like a pint of milk with a nipple scraped on top of it.
Oops.
Wait, what? Something about a nipple is all I heard.
Here, how do I link to this? Can I link to this? Jewel State, or however you say her name, her latest tweet. It's hilarious. Because sleep deprivation is funny.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, unless it's you, then it's not so funny.
Yeah, right.
I can agree to that.
All right. Brr. I'm gonna have to email Muffin because my thing still isn't working.
Aren't we at like 3 weeks now with that not working?
Yeah, he gave it to me last time, and I thought it was working, and it is not working. That's all right. I'll do a local recording just in case. All right. So then, I will take your silence as acceptance, and here we go.
Here we go.
Wait,
3, 2. What? Get first. What?
just as a side comment, I told you I had it safe. But
I don't like it.
on my middle finger, it doesn't fit at all.
All right. Yeah. In
Okay, you can start
5,
now.
4, 2. Podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
Hello, gentle listener. While Geek.io holds its talent to the highest standards, what follows will likely involve the sort of language usually reserved for sailors on leave. If you're of a delicate disposition, then perhaps you would consider a different podcast.
Spoilers.
Here on S4, we like to spoil you rotten, and as such, we take an in-depth look at the shows we cover, potentially spoiling any plot points up to including the episode featured. If you haven't watched what we're discussing this week, and spoilers are an issue for you, you may want to come back later.
That's right. Hello and welcome to the Small Screen Spoilers Show. This is episode number 59. I am CJ. The Yakuza will have to find someone else to kill. And of course, as always, is the man, the myth, the legend, Jared. A coincidence that is beyond belief as a veto.
You know that's right. Every coincidence is beyond belief. How you
Joining
doing, CJ?
us. And also, I'm good. How are you?
Feeling fine.
Yeah.
Even after watching all of these sad episodes of television.
Oh, very, very sad. This is not going to be a real fun episode, guys. Joining us, of course, the invisible third chair always belongs to Daryl Lumber Midget Shaler. And joining us, because I got fired from my own show last week for once, is Rachel Let Me Quake You Boat.
Hello. And yes,
Let me
you
quake
are
you.
fired from discussing Lemony Snicket. Although, spoilers, you
Good.
might have enjoyed
spoilers.
tonight.
I know. After I
Speaking-
watched the latest episode, I was like, I bet CJ may have changed his mind. I have a feeling.
I'm not allowed to divulge
Speaking of-
anything, but there
We'll
might
get to that.
be a change of heart on the way.
Speaking of, what are we talking about tonight?
Tonight we're going to talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Season 4, Episode 15, Self-Control. A series of unfortunate events. Season 1, Episode 7 and 8, The Miserable Meal. Meal? Man, I cannot talk. The Miserable
I mean, they did have a
Mill.
bunch of miserable meals.
Yes, there were a bunch
had
of
it out
miserable
themselves.
meals in the Miserable Mill. Say that 5 times fast. Man in the High Castle, Season 2, Episode 6. Kintsugi. And season 2, episode 7, Lando Smiles.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Now, from those titles, lots of
Hello.
happy thoughts going through tonight's episode. And speaking of happy thoughts, here's some happy thoughts from our sponsors. We'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you so much. If you want an ad-free experience, join us live more often than not Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern.
No comment.
Over at geek-io.net/live. Yeah. All right. So then, shall we start, my friends, with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes, indeed. Yep, there's my thing. And then we're going to have, what does Daryl have to say with his 3-minute introduction?
So I'm checking out for a few minutes because I don't watch S.H.I.E.L.D. because, especially now that CJ told me something, no, I'm done. I'm not even entertaining watching it with you anymore. Sorry.
Tuck in and hold on. 3 minutes of Daryl. Here we go.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. self-control, or as I like to call it, what a fucking difference a Whedon makes. I was wondering where the brothers were. Joss is obviously counting his money while sipping on the salty tears of Firefly fans, but surely Jed should have been on hand to stop some of the horrible derivative bullshit this season. He was busy doing this episode, and because his name's on the door, he's hogging the good fight choreographers, the good special effects computers, and the good composers. This was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. turned up to 11, and it was fucking amazing. Early on, we have an exercise in how to build tension legitimately. There was misdirection, red herrings, people you love in genuine fear because we know a Whedon is involved and they'd like nothing more than to kill someone you love. In fact,
Exactly.
I can't really say much about this episode as far as the plot is concerned because my show notes consist almost entirely of fucking hell, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., where did you pull this out from? Fantastic episode that outthings John Carpenter's thing for Cylon paranoid attention. We have that ending. I'm going to turn my rant mode off right now. Hang on, wait. It's still lame to have a matrix that kills you if you're unplugged from it. Okay, rant mode off. I want to show you why it's great to treat your audience with a little bit of respect. If you're going to bring a character back at the end of an episode, it's common to drop a few hints during the episode so your viewer has them in mind when the reveal comes. At worst, this is frequently done during the previously on section at the beginning, where they use footage from 3 seasons ago of that person dying or going away. It robs the final moment of all tension because you know it's coming after that. Done more subtly, you might find an excuse to drop them in conversation early on. Here we have a nice callback to Lincoln and how Quake regrets his death. We know that Olivia Wilde is going full-on quantum leap on her Matrix by putting right what once went wrong. So as the genre-savvy viewer, we have some expectations already. Then the reveal comes when Matrix Quakes finds a man in her room. The line, I want this to be Ward, but you know it's Lincoln. But it was fucking Ward.
No.
Now that's how you subtly build expectations that not everyone would have picked up on, and then subvert them just when your viewer thinks they're smarter than you. So next episode. I asked for it the other week, and they're going to deliver. We're entering the Matrix and going full on for the man who has everything on this one. Everyone's happy, the Triskelion is whole, Hail Hydra, Simmons the undead zombie. I just have one request. We didn't see what Counterfeit America is doing in his Matrix dream. Can he please, please, please be Captain America?
Yes.
You can even have him fight alongside Iron Man and the Hulk for a scene. They're computer generated these days anyway. You can use some stock footage of Tony Stark talking to Captain America. Hell, CGI Counterfeit America's face onto some Avengers shots. I'd be okay with it. Just let him don the suit, please.
Yeah, okay. All
Well,
right.
that would be awesome, but it's not going to happen. Anyway.
It's not going to happen because he's not directing next episode.
So let's just get the first note out of the way. We got our previously on Things Start Up and written and directed by Jed Whedon. Oh, crap.
Yep. The first thing I thought of is, who the hell is dying?
It's like, oh no, someone's going to die.
Yeah, you have a Whedon come back for a special episode. People gonna die,
It's like, oh no, it's a very special episode of Shield.
right?
Tuck in, everyone. This is gonna be rough.
We're gonna reach into your heart and just crush it.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really amazingly done, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm right there with you on that one. I'm just like, man, oh no, this is not going to end well for somebody. I mean, we weren't wrong,
Oh no,
but not what we were expecting.
Not entirely. No one died exactly, but we did get plenty of just the heart gut punches to our
Yeah, over and over and
chest
over
muscle.
and over again. Jesus.
Like, oh no, stop messing with Fitz and Simmons. They're my favorite. Stop.
Yeah, seriously. All right, so I have said unequivocally there are two things that would make me stop watching this show. They really kept poking at one of them and did the other one.
Yes. Yes, they did.
The first one that they keep poking at is, quit trying to mess with Fitz and Simmons. Stop it.
Leave them alone, just for a little while.
You're the
Come
best
on.
thing to happen to this
Characters.
show. Just let them be happy. And I do love how, like, she kind of backwards proposed to a robot and then plans to propose to actual Fitz.
Exactly.
That I love. Like,
No,
that was
man.
fantastic.
Yes, and then they twist things around and throw off your expectations, and you think you know what's going on, but you don't know what's going on. Oh no! And
Yeah, like,
then-
they cut Fitz,
all right,
and I'm like, oh, no.
We're gonna send out everybody to find all the Inhumans and kill them.
Yeah, right.
First on the list. First on the list, we're gonna go see Yo-Yo. No! Stop. Stop this episode right now, please. I can't do
Right?
it.
It's like she disappears for several episodes and is going to come back. And no, damn you. Okay.
Okay. Quick's not actually a Cylon.
Yeah.
LMD.
Well, she kind of is. Like, there are 1,000 of her in the basement.
There are a bunch of her, but this one's not the actual one.
No,
The
and
other
none of
one
them.
was
So,
secretly Fitz or Simmons. Which could it be? And man, what a really powerful, intensely depressing scene that was.
God, yes. Like, seriously, 2 seasons in a row. How has Gemma not been given an Emmy? Like, oh my God, that woman can act.
Yes, she can.
She is so good.
Go on, Jed. Stop. I can't take it. Oh, great. Now she's stabbing Fitz to death. I can't do this. I can't do this. I know it's not Fitz, but stop.
Yeah,
Just
it's
stop.
Robo Fit. Still, like that reaction is like just man. Just I keep like wanting to throw up in my mouth. Just stop.
Why?
Oh,
But yeah, it was really good, really intense. Really hated all the Fitz and Simmons stuff, and feared for Yo-Yo, but she's okay. We're okay.
Yeah.
Yo-Yo's okay. You don't have to be
Radcliffe,
Yo-Yo.
not so much.
Radcliffe's gone. Saw that coming though, so that's fine.
Yeah,
does?
it was. I actually liked the way that she killed him. That was actually really good. It wasn't like her going full Terminator. Like I was expecting
No, she didn't flat out kill him because
something like
didn't
that.
go-
Yeah,
against her programming, and they found a legitimate loophole for her to go through the programming. So
Yeah.
2 thumbs up, Shield. Where to
yeah.
go?
They followed the logic path that they set up. They followed the rules that they had already set up for Ada. So good for them.
Well, when you're in the framework, you're not actually dead. It's like, oh, thank you, you solved my problem.
Also, yeah, still, again, bravo to her. Like, she's such a good actress too, man.
She is. We didn't know that until we saw her not being a robot, but
Yeah, play 2 people.
yeah. But she's still quite scary in this one.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's very frightening. Like,
Carving up the superior, sticking his head in a jar. Because reasons.
which still, again, brings me to the point of why is May still alive? Especially
I
now
don't
that
know.
she's in control. Why are any of the Shield agents still alive?
I don't know. Maybe that's still some.
We're Captain
programming.
America 2. All of this.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I understand it's plot, but if she's super logical thinker, yeah, there's no reason why she's like, huh. So he's in there, he won't feel any pain.
No, she won't.
All right, I don't need any of you. Bang,
Oh.
bang.
No, things are getting crazy. And then the payoff with Maybot was excellent.
my-
Because Maybot apparently has what the
Maybot.
Terminator desires. Feelings.
and emotion.
Yes. How
And
did she do that?
I felt for Maybot, man. She was like, wow.
It's like, okay,
That was
I can handle all the terribleness. This was a good payoff. This was an excellent scene. Way to pay off the Maybot. Way to resolve them escaping from the base in a logical way. That's in an emotionally satisfying way. And it was great. It was really, really good. I had come back around on the episode at that moment. And then the end happened.
Yes. We did it. We got rid of the major issue with the LMDs and S.H.I.E.L.D. Now we just have to figure out how to get the regular people out of there. Because now, thanks, Maybot, all of them are no longer in existence.
Yes. Though
Except
I did
for when Ada creates...
them special effects on Quake blowing up MacBot.
Yeah, man.
Crap.
Also,
Daryl's right. The
shotgun
Whedon
axe.
gets all of the... Yeah, shotgun axe. He didn't have a shotgun axe. That was the problem.
Yeah, well, Daisy had it.
They gave the Whedon the special effects budget.
Yeah, right?
Because that looked freaking great.
Yeah, man. Oh, my God. I do. I like the dialogue for them in their robot forms. That was actually really well done. They felt like they were all doing their best Vulcan impersonation, and it came off pretty smoothly, over the top with it, which I appreciate.
Yes, everything is very logical, and this is what we have to do.
Yeah.
We have to kill them because reasons. We have to take their place.
That's what
Put them in the
Ultra
framework.
said to do.
That all makes sense. Robots everywhere.
Robots everywhere. All right.
So we're gonna hack the Matrix to go in and save our people.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on board with that. And then we got in the Matrix.
Get in the Matrix. All right. Daisy wakes up. Lincoln? Oh, please let there be Lincoln.
It's like, oh sweet, Lincoln's coming back.
Not gonna be Lincoln, is it?
No.
Lincoln is Ward.
Not
What the
Lincoln.
hell?
Oh no! You freaking showed Great Ward's stupid face. I'm out.
So help me God, if he is in the next episode, like if his body shows up in the next episode, I don't know if I can take it. What's his name? Rob Dalton, I think. If he shows up, I just cannot.
I don't know. I haven't looked at the IMDb yet.
I will not. Like it's just stop. If he's there, I'm tuning out until the season finale. Like I can't deal with this crap anymore.
Maybe he'll only be there for a second, and maybe he'll explode again.
That would be good. Yeah, can we keep killing him over and over again? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we're in the Matrix, and Daisy's happy Matrix land is just killing him over and over again.
Over, marrying him. She's playing the long con in the Matrix land. It's just, I got you where I want you. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on, I'm looking up IMDb. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 4, episode. What?
Do it.
What episode are we on this week?
15 this week.
I looked away from the notes to start typing things into Google. So, all right. No, I meant this. I mean, it's premiering tonight. So this week physically.
Well, that'd be 16.
Wait. Say
we're talking about 15.
Wait. We're not getting episode 16 until April 4th.
Huh. Making us wait.
Well, it would be a good idea if we had 5 shows to catch up on next week. Then.
Yeah, that is convenient.
Funny how that worked. Actually, I didn't know that was a thing.
Gonna cram all of Legion into next week.
Yeah, the episode "What If" premieres on April 4th. So, yeah, yeesh.
So it does.
How many days may answer how many Daisy LMDs survived?
How many indeed?
right.
At least one, I'm sure.
Yeah, so wait, is that gonna put us like I gotta look at our schedule now.
Though apparently Ada can crank those things out like nobody's business, so
Yeah, they just don't have the aptitude of Maybot, which kind of turned against her.
yes.
Yeah, I kind of love Terminator though. Like I said, she just wants to feel something. Like her, and it's kind of like the driving force between Zemo and Baron Zemo in Civil War. He just wants to feel something. He wants to execute something. There's no like really hugely deep-seated revenge plot, but then it still kind of falls into the overcomplicated Bond villain thing.
Yeah. And he's a robot now too, so everyone's a robot.
Everybody's a robot.
But he gets to control his robot body with his head in a jar.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm down with that.
No, I like how they kind of called back to May in the Matrix. Like, it felt like between being the being the superior, and also kind of a callback to Winter Soldier, where Steve Rogers was riding up the elevator to the top of Shield.
I definitely recognize that elevator. I was like, hey, that's old Shield headquarters. I guess they weren't destroyed in this world. Oh, they're Hydra headquarters now.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure, that makes
Not
sense.
only were they destroyed, they were made public. So basically, May's universe is Man in the High Castle. Basically,
You did it. It's Marvel's version of Man in the High Castle.
the
Hydra
Nazis
won.
won. Cats and dogs are living together. She's now a Russian dude. I kind of want to see, like, yeah, if we can't have Captain Fo-America be Captain America, I want to see him be like the president.
Yeah, that's fine. You can be president. I want to be Captain America though.
Yeah, that would be fun. Like, you're not going to get the Iron Man and Hulk thing, though. I mean, like Daryl said, I mean,
They
you would just
could.
have to. I mean,
They own the rights.
Ghost Rider apparently. So I mean, though, good
Where's
job.
Ghost Rider?
The
He
real
gonna show up in the
MacGuffin.
Matrix.
Yeah, good job of calling back to the real MacGuffin in this show of the Darkholm. Like that's been gone for a couple of freaking episodes.
Yeah, but they still talked about it. Now everybody
Kinda?
can read the Darkhold. You read the Darkhold, and you read the Darkhold.
Yeah, everybody's gonna
Go
get
ahead, read up.
weirdness powers. Yeah, again, Ghost Rider could solve all of this. Quit taking away Thor's hammer.
Have to. We've got like several more episodes to go.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna have him come back in the definitely not What If, but maybe that last episode or in the next episode. So yeah, I need to do some research as to how our schedule is gonna work now that there's a month separating them.
We'll have to make some adjustments.
Yeah, we are gonna have to make some adjustments. Means we might. I'm not watching Twin Peaks. I'm just telling you that right now.
I won't make you.
I mean, we can do Better Call Saul and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for a little bit, I suppose. As long as freaking Rob Dalton doesn't come back as a freaking full-time person.
Brett Dalton. But you
Brett
can keep calling him Rob Dalton if you want to.
Hey, as long as you can keep calling Ghost Rider Knight Rider, I'm going to call him by Rob Dalton. Why do I...
Knight Rider versus Rob Dalton.
Why does that name sound familiar? Who is that? I think Rob Dalton, Arizona Custom Knives. Nope. I don't know.
Oh, he makes custom knives. Good to know.
Yes.
That's the Rob Dalton we want. The Rob Dalton we need.
I'm good with this as long as he does not come back as a regular. Let's not have that be a thing. All right. Any other notes on the Shield?
No, no other notes.
All right.
No,
Hey, Rachel,
no
you
month.
can come back now because we're going to start
Dang it.
talking about Lemony Snickets. series of unfortunate events. For the last time.
Hey, yay! I can actually unmute myself now.
Yay. And before we get too far into it, let's see what Daryl has to say about this.
Lemony Drizzle Cakes, a season of unfortunate events. CJ, have you gone? I can wait. Good. Hi, Rachel.
You were fired.
We set off on their own for the final two-parter of the season, and the formula is mixed up a little. Our unfortunate trio is without a guardian, without a plan, and even without someone well-meaning yet idiotic to thrust them into the arms of evil Count Stinson. Instead, they find themselves at the mercy of a woodmill owner who, oh fuck, we all know what I want to talk about. That moment. You remember way back in my second intro for the show, I said this, all while Batman and Agent Hill continue to set up a massive mindfuck to come later. This is the mindfuck.
Oh,
And
yes.
I got into it. I was on the edge of my seat when that door opened. I believed, in spite of everything that had come before, I believed that Batman and Agent Hill would be on the other side, and for a moment, no matter how fleeting, I would have that sense of the orphans would have that sense of familial happiness. Shut up, I'm
No.
not crying. But then my emotions open, my mind bending over and presenting itself, and this show just went right to town on my feelings. Fuck, I need a moment.
I'll send you tissues.
All right. So, first of all, didn't hate it. Actually, really enjoyed this little group of.
He even laughed a couple times. It was
I
great.
know. I really enjoyed this one. It was
Yeah,
definitely the best of the season.
Oh yeah, like just it was really really good, and I think it's because there was no lovable stupid in this. There was just like
Yes, there was no idiot guardian.
there was the
Like
closest
they broke
thing.
the formula.
Charles.
getting-
I loved Charles though. All right,
Charles
so
is awesome.
anybody who watched
Charles
made
isn't an
my
idiot.
heart
He was
happy.
just
I'm sorry.
pansy.
Charles made me so happy. And the fact that they went into multiple definitions of the word partner.
yes,
That made me happy. I was like, yeah! Here, let's F with all the conservatives who are like, no, you can't do that.
and again, I can't help but that is a direct stab at like considering this was filmed right as the election was like ramping up.
Yep.
Like I can't help but to think that is a stab towards conservatism.
You think? I mean, okay, we all know Neil Patrick Harris is extremely flamboyantly gay.
Looks super good in a dress.
Looks better in a dress than I will ever look. Has better knockers than I've had since I was
so
still
hot in
fat
that
and had
red
boobs.
They weren't real though, so
No.
I don't
go too
care.
hard on myself.
Whatever push-up bra he had on, it was working, and the curves were the right places. That's all that matters. There was no curves in the wrong places, shall we say. Read between those lines. The fact that they had, very openly gay, obviously, Sir was not privy to that whole thing or doesn't, speak about it. It's like, shh, we don't talk. And Charles was just like all out there with it. And I make
No, no,
his omelets.
It's flat out. This is flat out a rip on Burns and Smithers.
Yes, which is
No.
fine.
Oh, you're right. Why did I
And
not
then-
see that
I know
parallel?
that's what that was meant to be, and I know that's what Lemony Snicket wrote it to be. If those characters
to be.
in the book, Burns and Smithers from Simpsons. Simple as that.
Mhm.
Well, the writer of the book is also the writer of the show, so I'm pretty sure there.
So
All of that was intentional from all
if
points.
I remember from the books, it was very low key in the books. It wasn't quite so out there. But the books were written how many years ago now?
Like 10. This book was written in 2000.
Holy jeez. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
I did my
no.
research on a show that I didn't like. You're welcome.
hey,
Thanks, CJ.
it's been a long day. That was just about the time when it was starting to become acceptable to talk about without the horrible stigma of, oh, you're in a gay relationship. How? Oh. He kept it very low key in the books, if I remember correctly. Like it was touched on and mentioned and hinted to and alluded to and never came out. But this one, it came out. And it's like, yes, partner, this, and there's that. and Lemony Snicket just walks off the screen. You're sitting there going,
Again,
"Yay!"
bravo freaking vote to Patrick Warburton for every time he was on camera in this entire episode, man.
This entire series. He was definitely my favorite part
Yeah,
of the
oh, yeah.
whole thing.
Oh, no,
He
no.
is the one part CJ has actually enjoyed consistently.
100%
Other than the kids.
Patrick Warburton has been on camera. I have loved. It was kind of like 100% of the time that Banker Poe was on camera. I hated.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is my Lemony Snicket.
Yeah, I
he will
don't
be.
like Banker Poe. He does kind of annoy me in his,
Oh, you're not supposed to like him, and he's supposed to be terrible. Though I did appreciate that finally in this episode, like he had to face some consequences for being an idiot.
Yeah,
Yes.
right?
and
That
then
was nice.
still got
It's like,
a promotion.
It's like,
He's the only one who got a happy ending. Literally, the
Yeah, I
only
know.
person who got a happy ending was him.
Yeah, but
it's
see,
like I would fire you, but I can't. It's like, but you
I'm-
lost the children, so take off
this
the
is
pin.
one of those preemptive. What's gonna happen to him in season 2?
Yeah, they were directly referencing the fact that he may not have written any more books, but they're like, yeah, this is going to happen next season, you guys.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they definitely
this-
set it up a second season.
And by the way, if they do the same thing with this one,
There were several more books, CJ.
yeah.
Well,
this
there-
isn't
there were
even the tip of
13
the
books.
iceberg.
oh, well, then
13
we're going to
books.
get more. All right.
Yeah. We'll
So
have
I'm
time.
going to next season, we're going to do, because, yeah, when we did 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 together, that was a hell of a lot more enjoyable than we were doing them week apart. So,
Yeah.
yeah, if they do the same thing next
Well,
year, we're doing it.
Fine, Daryl, you were right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
Daryl.
Daryl. All right, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Just go ahead and bask in it.
Here we go. Daryl, I love you like a brother. You are my best friend. For the first time in forever, you were right. I'm sorry. There. You guys can continue your discussion.
Hey, Daryl, for the first time in forever, you were right. This is my 3rd time. Catch up.
You kind of have a few
Wait,
more
what?
years on him, too.
Just a few.
Only like 12.
No, like 7. We've been doing this for a long time, Rachel.
Oh my! No, we've been doing Geek.io for 6
5
years. Daryl, 6 years.
6 years this year. We just
Yeah.
passed 5 years.
This November is 6 years. Oh, go make it 4? You make it 4 times?
No.
This November is 4
Right,
years.
we're not at 6 years yet.
But Daryl didn't start.
This is why Rachel doesn't come on this show, folks.
You know what? Kiss my butt.
All right. So, yeah.
So anyway, the
The-
scene that made Daryl sad.
Yeah. That
I guess
and
I don't know why that didn't affect me because I guess I knew because I'd read the books.
that's probably it.
Like the parents are never mentioned in the book other than they died. So I was so confused by the side plot that they were doing with Batman and
Maria Hill.
Maria Hill. So it's like,
Bad dad
why
and
are
mom.
they doing this? It's like I thought the parents were definitely dead. I mean, it's called a series of unfortunate events, and they, hammer that home over and over again that, nothing good
See,
is going to happen.
I'm at the point where I'm stuck on where these other 3 kids come from because I don't remember.
Yeah,
them
and
in
then
the
so
books.
then like when the door opens and it's the other 3 kids, I was like, wait, what? I was just confused. I was like, who
It's like,
are
wait.
these people?
How many people have that atrocious yellow for their front door?
I think they might do a kind of a Game of Thrones kind of thing for next season where they kind of separate it off from the books a little bit.
That wouldn't
I
surprise
don't know.
me.
They got to give me something, or I'm gonna have to actually go and read the books and figure out what the heck is going on. Because, yeah, there was not another set of kids in the books.
Okay, so I'm not
Who
going
are
nuts
these
then.
people?
Not.
I mean, but I only read through book 3 or 4. Like I've only through book 3 because I had not read The Miserable Mill. I read the first 3. So this one was all new to me, which also helped my enjoyment, I think. Like this is one situation where I don't think you should read the books first necessarily, because honestly, I enjoyed the show a lot more not having read the books. On the 4th
Sometimes it's
episode.
like that though, because
Or 7th
CJ, I'm going to say one word to you. Look at the camera, CJ. Aragon. Sometimes
know.
it's better not to read the books.
Those books were good though. You
Oh,
can't
the
blame
books
movie
were
for that.
amazing. The movie sucked.
I know. I've not watched it. No one has
Don't.
told me I should.
Don't watch it.
It's not even. It
Don't.
wouldn't even be on our. If it ever was on Netflix, it wouldn't even be a rant and review. And we're discussing Walking Sausage Party, so that's saying something.
Watch it to review it. We would just sit there and go, "This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks. This sucks." Why did they do that? No. Okay, I'm better.
All right, more notes.
More notes. Phil the Optimist. Love that guy.
Yeah, he's great.
I really enjoyed Phil the Optimist. He was over the top.
Yeah.
And a little bit stupid, but he wasn't
But
like the
that
lovable video. He
leg,
was just
though.
that was ridiculous, but I
Half-price
loved it.
pedicures for life. Oh God,
Half-price
really? You had
pedicures
to go
for
there?
life. Never trust an
Yeah.
optimist or an optometrist.
Yes, that was fantastic.
And crap, I lost my train of thought. Phil the Optimist. Phil. Oh yeah. Oh, Gatsby. That sounds like a fun book.
Yeah, it's a real fun.
And I'm glad we got a little bit of literature study in the middle of our show. The show's so educational. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah,
It's like there's a sign with eyes in The Great Gatsby. Really, what's that? Or is it happy or whatever? I can't remember. It's like, no, it's the eyes of God looking down and judging society.
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds like a fun book.
basically.
I love this show. I love these moments.
though I was kind of looking for possibly a maybe, since Dr. Orwell maybe was thinking 1984.
1984? What?
Dr. Orwell and her office being just called 1984.
Oh. I see what you did there.
Thank you. Yeah, what other notes you got here?
We can't be trespassers. We're children.
They can't
These
be.
two things are not
trespassers.
mutually exclusive. These two things are not mutually exclusive.
Lucky boy.
Yeah, Catherine O'Hara is frightening in this show, man. Like, she is
She
scary.
was. I loved the casting on this show, though. They brought in some great people.
The fact that they're getting so many really big names.
Ron Johnson is Sir. That was great.
Freaking Don Johnson showing up. What is that about?
Also, anybody who watches Peter Pan and Jake and the Neverland Pirates on Disney Junior, Charles is the same voice who does the little penguin, and it's kind of weird just imagining a little gay penguin walking around.
It's great though.
I don't remember a penguin in Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
Yeah, he's
Penguin.
appeared in many episodes. Pretty much anything that has to do with any kind of snow, he's there.
Yep.
He's like in at least once a season.
Oh,
Okay.
he trust me, he's been on there because CJ showed
Also-
turned the camera around and went, oh, I know that's from Jake.
Also, the name of the other kids are the Quagmire kids. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Very interesting.
Names.
Very interesting. I want more. And that's a good thing. Especially, I'm like, I want. Where's this going? You finally give me something really tasty and wonderful, and now I'm kind of, oh, okay. Because for the
Yeah.
first 3 episodes, I enjoyed them, but I wasn't like eager to see what happens next. But then this
Yeah.
episode happened, and now.
By the
there's
way,
no more.
did you ever watch Eureka?
No,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I
okay.
know I should.
Yes, he's Vincent in Eureka, and he's just brilliant.
I'm sure he was a great Charlie. Love Charlie.
All right. No, that wasn't. No,
And then
that's
I
not.
thought I thought the truck
That's,
driver at the beginning was Huel from Better Call Saul
Yeah.
for a second.
I thought so too. Just like I felt so bad when it wasn't. I'm like,
Well, they showed
Shout
him in
out-
profile, and he had a hat and a beard, but he looked a lot like him. I was like, oh, dang, is that Huel? And then they like showed him from the front. I was like, no, oh no, it's
And
not
now
him.
you feel bad
Gone. Then I felt bad and sad that it wasn't Huel.
because you just racially.
Because I really
profiled,
wanted it to be.
like,
I wanted to be Huel.
yeah,
He's not in enough things.
right. He's not just randomly being left in enough hotels. And it would have been.
Exactly.
It would have been great if it was, and he just drove up to a hotel and was never seen again.
As he drops him off, goes to I'm going to the hotel for the night.
Oh. All right. Anything else on series of unfortunate events, Rachel?
I want to know when the next season's coming out. It's going to be a very long summer without that.
Probably about this.
Although I will say, you heard what our kids said tonight. They were very upset because they got to watch the first Mill episode, but not the second one. And Aaron's like, but I want to know what happens. So I guess I'm going to have to, since CJ's going to be up at PAX this week, and I might just sit down with the kids and have some QT with them and watch a series of unfortunate events and keep threatening to send them off to Count Olaf.
Don't
They
send
do
me
not
there.
like Count Olaf at all.
No, you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
All right, I do have one final note though.
Okay.
The closing song. Come on,
Yeah, man. That would-
everybody's singing.
Patrick Warburton and that bass. Whoa.
I know, right?
Like,
It's like, whoa, I don't think I've ever
we've
heard
known Patrick
sing
Warburton for
before.
years. I never knew he could sing like that. Like, he's not a great singer, obviously, but when he hits the bass notes, you kind of go, oh, I was unaware that you were able to do that, sir. Can you do me again? It again.
All right.
All
No,
right.
I love the closing song. It's beautiful, wonderful. And sad. So
Yes.
sad.
Very sad. Except for Poe.
Everything works out great for him because that's how this
All
book
right.
works.
Are you gonna hang around with us for Man in a High Castle, Rachel? Or
I'll be on just to make side comments when I want to, but I'm going to
Fair.
do some other things.
fair
And
enough.
fun. Daryl, I love you, my friend. And I'm glad we're finally converting CJ. Bye-bye.
One episode. All right.
2.
So just one. It counted as one. All right. So
He's gonna admit to Daryl that Daryl was right that they should be counted as one, then he's just gonna count it as one. Leave him alone.
all right. Moving on into Man in the High Castle, Daryl. What about this show that you don't watch?
The Man in the High Castle, episode. Bored now. The perfect vodka martini begins with a chilled glass. Preferably, this is done by placing said glass in a freezer, but ice water can be used in a pinch. Just make sure that it's properly dried before pouring your drink. Some people will tell you that the only decent martini is made with gin. These people are wrong. Half fill your cocktail shaker with ice and add a splash of vermouth. You're adding just enough to coat the ice and perhaps the bottom of the shaker, no more. Take your vodka from the freezer and place a generous double shot's worth into the shaker. Put the lid on and give
Only
it
a double?
Those gin connoisseurs will tell you to shake gently, softly, but instead I would suggest you whip that shit back and forth like a Polaroid picture. Mount the Spanish olives on a cocktail stick and place them into your chilled glass before straining your cocktail. Sit down, relax, and you will feel much better about watching this episode of Man in the High Castle, where happen. Ooh.
Where what? Something happened? Is that what he said?
Daryl, you have reeled me into your alcoholic ways. Bring it on.
Cheers. I have a berry cider. All right. So Kintsugi, which means in the direct Japanese, it means make broken things golden.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what
Beauty
that
and imperfection is what the note that I wrote.
Yeah.
But I guess that's essentially what it means.
Yeah.
That's what Juliana said it means.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's Americanizing a already kind of Americanized thing. So
You can Americanize an Americanized thing.
yeah. So yeah, that is what the title of the show, of the episode means. And it's kind of what happens in this. You have a bunch of broken things and you're trying to make them presentable. Because cultural check here, in Japan, gold isn't the standard for rare metal. It's still popular. Silver is treated much higher, with much more respect than gold, because silver is harder to break. Gold is soft. Gold is easy to tarnish. So Japanese is not really huge on gold. That's the reason why you can make broken things golden, but you don't. They're still not fixed.
Indeed.
So
And let me just say, as my first note, that this is my favorite episode of Man in the High Castle I've watched so far.
Yeah, I
Hands down.
agree with you on that one. And I told
Really,
you
really
you'd like
good.
it. Told you you'd like it. It's the reason why I was
Really,
upset
really
we
good.
were talking about this last week.
I just ran out of time. I couldn't get to it.
I rewatched it
I
again.
apologize.
Forgotten because I'd watched it now 2 weeks ago, and so yeah, I had to rewatch it, and I'm so glad I did. Man, but though I watched them back to back, so pardon me if they kind of skip into were the hippies episode? Yeah, the hippies were episode 7.
Yes. Hippie Party was episode 7.
Yeah.
Because there ain't no Berlin ain't no party like a Berlin party
Right?
where you take off your shirt and do LSD.
So yeah, this episode was really impactful. I mean, for the record, nothing happened in either one of these episodes.
Well,
No, like plot
Well,
progression stalled on these.
things got a lot of pieces got set up. They
Yeah.
didn't. You got Juliana starting her spy work for the Resistance,
Yes.
getting closer to the Smiths. You got John Smith putting into place his plan to save his son.
Quote
Which,
unquote.
holy crap!
What a Nazi plan to save your son, man. Jeez.
Wow. It's like, dang, that's hardcore.
Could have him kidnapped and we're never gonna see him again. Jesus.
And then Joe getting in with the Lebensborn and, deciding he's gonna make his life count because
Yes.
of his trippy acid dream.
That's next episode.
And Tagomi still hanging out in the alternate universe
Yeah, and Earth Prime.
where
Yeah, it was fun watching
his
him
wife
react.
is alive, but their marriage is falling apart
Yes.
because reasons. Apparently, in the other universe, he's a drunk.
I do like the conversation between his son and him, though. That was a good conversation.
It was. Everything in this episode was really good.
Yeah, like for a dialogue-driven episode where nothing happened. Again, nothing happened. For a dialogue-heavy episode like this one, it was so well done.
Yes, it was. Like all of this stuff with Tagomi and the other universe and him, the bomb party with his son and
Yeah,
clashing and
I'm
whoever he is in this universe, is not a good man.
yeah. I am interested
And-
to see him come back to the High Castle world and see how he changes through this. That is what's going to be I think, in my opinion, going to be the most interesting thing, because
Yes.
Frank's story is officially flat. DJ Qualls' character is brilliant.
Yes. More on that in the next episode.
Right, here, I'm just going to play
Finally.
Daryl's thing. We're just going to, because I can't separate the two.
Yeah.
I'm just going to play Daryl's thing here really quick for episode 7, and then we'll just kind of talk about both of them.
The man in the high castle, Land O, smiles. As Juliana worms her way closer to Agent Smith, she discovers another dangerous secret. Gul'dan and Ed get themselves in a sticky situation as they try to buy Yakuza 0 on PS4. And on a resistance mission, Frank uncovers a Japanese plan that could realize his worst nightmare: snake clowns.
Nicely done on the Lego Batman shout out, dude. Well done.
That's what made you laugh so hard that you couldn't breathe last time. So
Yes.
you got to dip back in that well.
Yeah, you gotta try to capture lightning all twice. Yeah. Oh man, that movie's so freaking good. Seriously.
I know. I really want to see it someday.
Just take the family. It's such a good movie for like everybody.
Yeah. But before we get to Ed and them finally giving his character something awesome to do,
Right.
other than just be the levity person of telling Frank what a horrible human being he is. Because good Lord, Frank,
Yeah.
you're the
he's
worst.
person at all.
Like Juliet or Juliana. Sorry, they changed her name. She's Julia in the Nazis, right? But her real name's Juliana.
Yeah.
And some people call her Jules, and I don't know. It's hard to keep up.
Oh,
Anyway, Juliana with the Nazis at the bridge thing and their conversation at the table. It's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, right?
These people are awful.
But they're
These are the
Nazis.
worst.
Like you forget that these people are
It's like-
Nazis until they open their
Yeah, I
mouth.
know. It's like, not so Leave It to Beaver anymore. Not so much.
Yeah, right. Though Barbie Nazi was fun.
Yeah, like she was really, really terrible, and Juliana becomes friends with her, goes shopping, and like, yeah, okay, yeah, you're the worst, you're the absolute worst, and then, bam, they make you feel sorry for her, and crap, I hate you, show. I don't want to feel sorry for her.
Feel bad for the Nazi lady. Feel bad for
I don't
her.
want to feel bad for the Nazi lady. Don't do that.
You don't have a
No.
choice. We are
Stop
mad
it.
at the High Castle.
I'm not supposed to feel bad for her. You just spent this entire episode making me hate her. Now I feel bad for her. Why'd you go and do that? You're the worst.
Because the show does
Yeah.
balance the Nazi thing on a knife edge. Like it's like, yeah, these people are Nazis,
Real.
obviously. Wretched, disgusting human beings. However, they are still human beings. Like
Deep down, they're still human beings, and John Smith concocts his plan to save his son by
really complicated plan.
sneaking him off to South America and then getting him pretend kidnapped by
By somebody.
Semites was the word he used.
Yeah, because
Like,
Jews are the
yeah.
new Muslim apparently, and man,
yes, and
that's not going to be a show title candidate. By the
man,
way.
that's no, it's not.
No.
So yeah, it's a really complicated plan. His wife's like, okay, well, that's the only way to save him. It's like, will I ever see him again? It's like, maybe, if it's safe, if the time is right. It's like, so pretty much, no, you're not going to see your son again once he goes off here. But it's the only way to get him away from here, so he doesn't have to be murdered for having seizures. That's what we finally found out.
Yeah. So something so minor, just to remind you that Nazis hate everything outside of perfection.
Yep, and then we get the scene where they tell him that they're gonna let him go, and it's like, oh, Zeeks, and then there's all these layers of emotions happening, and I start tearing up and like, oh God, show, you're making me cry for Nazis. Stop it. I hate you, show. I don't want to cry for the Nazis.
Yeah, it's really impactful for like a parent to
Yes.
watch that, and that's the big
I don't
thing.
think if I was a parent, it would have hit me as hard as it did.
Oh,
but
I guarantee not. Like, yeah, because the rest of that just wouldn't. I can guarantee it wouldn't carry the same amount of weight as them watching their. I think. Do they have another kid? I don't think they do.
they have 3 kids. They have 2
Oh,
daughters, and they
that's
don't have another son.
That's
but
right.
They
That's
have
what I was
2
thinking.
daughters,
Yeah, watching your only son leave your life forever.
essentially. It's like, we're going to sneak him off. He's going to get pretend kidnapped. We're going to be the ones in charge of the search, and we are going to fail at finding him. That is the plan. Okay. And we'll probably never see him again.
Yep. Yeah, though I
Okey-dokey.
think we're going to just kill a couple of Jews, and those guys are going to be the ones that kidnapped him. We had to kidnap us, but we were too late. Dun dun
So,
dun.
well done show at making me very emotional in this episode where nothing really happened. You're right.
Yeah. No,
felt
there,
like
there
stuff
was like
happened
there was
because so
dominoes
much emotional
starting.
stuff. Yes.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
there was
They're
nothing.
putting all these
Nothing
things in
happened.
place. Juliana's in place. John Smith's story is in place. His plan, and then we can move on to the next
Joe's in-
episode, which is also another good episode. But I had no emotional
Nothing happened.
no emotional moments in this one,
Yeah,
and actually had some moments where I got to smile and laugh because
Yeah.
finally gave Ed something to do, and it was right. It was awesome.
brilliant, man, and like, and that
Finally proved
that
his
just
worth.
yeah, DJ Qualls is an amazing actor, and he's really intelligent as well. So, like, I can only imagine that may have been. It would not surprise me that if he did the research for that himself and wrote that piece of dialogue for him.
Yeah,
You ever
that whole
watched
scene with him.
Like when they did interviews for the Core, when he did that, like I remember that's when I fell in love with him as an actor because he's just so intelligent.
I don't think I have, but I don't know. I liked him in Lost. There it is. There it is. But no, him proving his worth to Childon, creating the backstory for the cufflinks, beautiful, wonderful.
Yes.
And then Childon like straight up saying like, so you seem like you got a lot of potential, and you're a smart guy. Why Frank?
Why do you follow him?
Why do you put up with that guy? You really don't need him. You're really smart and a good guy, and he's just the worst. Just the worst.
Absolutely, and he doesn't put up with it anymore. Good, put Frank in his freaking
And
place.
even his American-born Japanese kind of girlfriend thing suddenly hates him because he's just the worst. And he hates himself because he's the worst.
Yes. So it's good that you share our sympathy. It's good that you share our feelings towards you. Stop being bad.
And then, man, they really conveniently wrapped up the Yakuza thing.
Yeah,
and
man.
having to sell stuff. Yakuza. Like, oh, well, I guess that's done. That was convenient. And even, Childon and Ed are like, that was convenient. Sweet. Let's smoke some weed.
Yeah, oh yeah, man. Like showing the fact that this is now like in the 60s. Like, it's good to know that we have Nazi hippies. Can we talk about the Nazi hippies, please?
Yes.
The Nazi
Smoking-
hippies were the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it's the Nazi hippies and their hippie parties. Swings and shirts optional. Ladies in,
Oh my
man.
It was so like watching the cartoon Nazi hippies was just so good.
I enjoyed that much. And then, like, they were sitting on there smoking, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait, are they smoking weed? They're awfully giggly.
Yeah, they are.
Frank comes in and, like, gives him a dirty look. What? We're celebrating. It's legal.
We're the man in the high castle, if you know what we
Man in the high castle.
high.
Up top. Up top. There it is. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah, I do like how, though. By the way, bad wig on Juliana.
Yes, bad wig on Juliana is bad. Speaking of things that are convenient, man, everything is convenient for Juliana.
Right?
Just everything works out perfectly for her. Shows up at the bridge meeting at just the right time, makes friends with just the right person, and is in her life at just the right moment where she finds out her sad secret. Then she with Thomas at just the right moment to find out that secret. So now she's in with the Smiths in like a couple of days. That's all it took.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It feels like it does feel a little Mary Sue-ish. Like she's. I mean, it's good to see that she is a strong female for a lead. It's just still kind of a, yeah. It definitely
Mary
does.
Sue-ness is like it's almost. You can talk about fate or destiny
Yeah.
for her to be in the place she needs to be, because everything just works out for her
Yeah.
super conveniently.
Well, especially in this one, I am going to call out a Mary Sue on this one because the director, Karen Kasana, yeah, I'm going to call out Mary Sue on this one.
Who's Karen Kasana?
A lady. So sorry, it kind of lines up for the Mary Sue, just right in the crosshairs.
Okay.
For those who don't
Jesus.
know, because Daryl doesn't hang lanterns on it anymore, a Mary Sue is when a writer or a director puts themselves into a movie, not directly, and makes that person pretty much untouchable.
And awesome at everything.
Yes, which Juliana is. So, by the way, Daryl, go back to putting hanging lanterns on it. TV tropes never ends.
It is an infinite well that we could never run dry.
Right? Huh. Ridley Scott's an executive producer on this show? I never knew that. We've only been talking about this show for 2 years now.
You didn't know that?
No, I
I mean,
didn't.
that was kind of the big deal they made out of the pilot when they originally put it out for the pilot season
know it because
voting thing.
A dick book.
Yeah, well, there was that too, but it was,
Don't
a
want to
Philip K. Dick book, produced by Ridley Scott.
got his freaking first name.
K. Dick. My homeboy K. Dick. Writing them fat tomes.
Yeah, man. Oh, geez. Yeah. So we do have some things where Hitler is possibly going to die.
Yes, no man is immortal. That's how all this ends. Getting the call. Hitler's collapsed, and I don't think he's going to survive.
Does that mean we're going to have is that Ober Gruffenheimer Smith is going to become Führer Smith?
Well, he's not second in line. I mean, the guy that called is basically saying, "Hey, I hope I have your support." Yeah, I got it.
Have a
I
weird
understand.
kind of pseudo election. That would be weird.
I don't know. Power vacuum incoming.
Yeah,
Hold
right.
on to your butts.
Once the walking mountain named Hitler dies, then yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a big theme in the book. Is Hitler's on his deathbed, and there's the power vacuum, and
Yeah, it
all
was
these people
kind of
coming in.
avoided in season 1. Like,
Yeah, like they didn't bring that up at all in season 1, so I was like, oh, I guess they're not going down that storyline path, which is fine.
so they changed
Oh,
Joe
well,
completely around, and Hitler is there.
Yes, Joe isn't evil completely, and Juliana and Frank are engaged, not married.
Yeah. So I'm glad that they're not married because, yeah, I get enough of Frank as it is.
Well, I guess in the book they were estranged. They were technically married, but hadn't lived together in a long time.
Yeah. Oh man, I gotta stop looking at Wikipedia. We got some stuff coming up.
I'm not going to spoil myself. There's only a few episodes left.
3, in fact.
8, 9, and 10.
Loose Lips, Detonation, and Fallout. Take
Yes, so
those
Frank, they discovered where the atom bomb is being assembled.
Yeah. Yep. So that is going to be
Surprise,
the
surprise.
arc.
Yep. So they gave the resistance a little bit to do. I did enjoy the poor man's McCain, the cussing preacher.
Yeah.
He was interesting.
Preacher come back. Let's see. Sorry.
CJ gets distracted by the internet.
You said the word preacher. Now I got to figure out when preacher comes back.
I still need to watch that. Dang it!
Oh, it's so good. Oh
I
my
know.
god. Catch
Let's
up
see if I
on
have any other notes.
summer
Oh,
premiere.
the Nazi funeral. We had a Nazi funeral
Yeah. It's
where
very,
John Smith gave
Christian.
a eulogy for
Just-
the man who he killed.
yeah, right. Awkward.
Like,
Huh. Preacher hits Hulu on April, by the way.
wow, that was quick. At least
No,
it felt
it
quick.
was like summer last year when it came out.
Yeah, I know, but dang. Okay, less than a year. Right
It
on.
was like August, I want to say.
I know. And Better Call Saul was February. Where's that at?
April.
It's Gilligan. Why are you making us wait an extra 2 months?
Right? Freaking X-Files crap. I blame that.
I accept that blame.
Oh man. So like I didn't take any notes for this because I mean once I realized that this is just pieces being lined up and in a 10 episode season, which by the way I still think I kind of like 12 episodes a little bit better than 10, but those 22 episode seasons are rough. You kind of have this going in every 10 episode season of any show. 5, 6, and 7 are the lull towards the calm before the storm, always.
Yes.
Sometimes rolling into 8, but usually halfway through 8, all of 9 is usually the payoff in these 10 episode seasons, and 10 is typically Fallout, which, ironically speaking, is the name of the 10th episode of this season.
Then is the Fallout, the epilogue / setting up the next season.
Which, I mean, it kind of did that last season. Like, that's what happened and episode 10 was still a little, like, rushy still.
Yeah, a little bit. But my main complaint with the first season of Man in the High Castle is just nothing got resolved.
Yeah, it was just all.
Like,
it was
they built all this world building stuff. They introduced all these storylines, and then just nothing. Like it just kind of ended. I'm like, okay, well, I guess there's a second season, so I'll find out some more stuff then.
That's the advantage of having a kind of thing like Amazon or Netflix in this world, where they know that they're going to get a second season, so they can write for that. They're going to know ahead of time if they're not getting picked up for the next season, so that way they can write for that as well. You're not going to have a mid-season cancellation in these, so they can write the book of a TV show, as opposed to we don't know if we're gonna get a season 2, so we're gonna assume that we are and get hosed.
It happens.
Yes.
Where's the cast? Oh, there it is. What is Keto? I can never remember his name for some reason. I enjoyed they gave him a little backstory moment.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone with his family that he put into hiding right before he killed all the Yakuza. Like, oh, okay. Right on. That was convenient for everyone. Thank you.
Right.
Let's see. Children's prostitute.
Yeah, it was weird.
Carried that over from the book.
I do like how they were just like, yeah, this is dirty talk, right? Yes, it's totally dirty talk. Just praise me, praise me.
Creepy. The JFK thing at the end of episode 6 was nice.
Crisis, yeah.
And Pretty Blonde Nazi is also Lebensborn. Called it.
So, is it me or did she look a lot like Heather What's-Her-Face from just in the Austin Powers movie?
Heather Graham?
Yeah, that one.
Maybe.
Like, I knew it wasn't, but, like, because obviously that movie is now old. But I'm like, huh, she looks a lot like Heather Graham from Austin Powers.
No, I guess I was too distracted by her German accent.
And being very pretty.
There's that. And, sorry, I'm going through trying to see what notes I didn't hit. The only other one I got is cup. The broken cup. It's pretty heavy-handed symbolism.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, show. It's like, oh, it's a cup from your wedding that's broken half. Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, way to just be like, thrust that in your face.
Good job, show. Good job.
Yeah.
These 2 episodes were really good.
Yes. Yeah, they were.
All right. We're starting to feel a little slow in the last couple, but man, I really enjoyed both of these, especially episode 6.
Nothing happened. It's just like it was just good acting, and that helped.
Good acting, really, really good writing.
Yes.
Both
All
of
right.
those things.
So then, let's go ahead and wrap up, shall we?
Shall we? We shall.
We shall indeed. You can get a hold of us by emailing us geekioshow@gmail.com. Just make sure you put spoiler in the subject line. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all of the above are /geekio show. You can give us a call on our geek hotline at 727-489-4335. That is 727-489-geek. Our website, which has all of our shows and more, geek-io.net/spoiler show. And you can support this show and every show on the entire Geek.io network over at patreon.com/geek.io or geek-io.net/Amazon.
Amazon. Before I read the show titles, let me just real quick finish season 1 of Kimmy Schmidt. That show's amazing. Everyone should watch it.
Yes. Told you.
You're welcome. It's great. It's a wonderful, wonderful show. Makes me laugh and wait about the dumbest things that I've ever seen. On
Rachel, that's the one I was meaning to talk about. I don't think she's paying attention anymore. I think she's on the phone. I was trying to figure out, like, I knew there was a show that, like, I absolutely loved that, like, I can't explain the reason why I hate Series of Unfortunate Events, but loved it. Kimmy Schmidt is that.
Yes. And didn't you say you loved Randy and Kimmy Schmidt?
Yes.
Did I remember you saying that? Yeah, that makes the least amount of sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love you guys almost as much as I love heroin. I saved the cat. Anyway.
Dong is still the best ever, though.
Dong. I love Dong.
Yes!
But I'm Jing. All right.
There's your ringtone. Jazz's ringtone of the week.
Show titles: The Miserable Meal, The Long Con in Matrix Land, Marvel's Man in the High Castle, Knight Rider v. Rob Dalton, Bat Dad and Mama Hill, Dad Basedow, Americanize an Americanized Thing, Snake Clowns, Barbie Nazi, Cry for Nazis, Nazi Hippies, Everything's Coming Up, Juliana.
Yes, it did. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I just killed my cider, so that means it is time for us to leave.
It's a hard choice. I don't know where to go.
Yes. Yes. All right.
Feeling this one the most, but
All right, folks. We will see you right back here next week, Monday, because I promise I will watch all of the shows before then. All right, folks. Bye.
This has been a Geek.io Media Network production. Copyright 2017.
Night nights.